And shifting our focus to some news from West Africa, the junta-led authorities in Niger have expelled 3 Chinese officials working in the oil sector in the country. Reports suggest the officials were Niger-based directors of the China National Petroleum Corporation, or the CNPC, the West African Oil Pipeline Company, and SORAZ, a joint venture oil refinery. Now, the top Chinese officials in these companies were given 48 hours to leave. Niger's oil minister later said that the expulsions were linked to a dispute over salary disparities, with expatriate staff earning significantly more than local workers. He stated the junta was not satisfied with the distribution of wealth between the state of Niger and its partners. He also criticized the high concentration of expatriates in managerial roles, while local workers filled the lower-paying operational and labor positions. The minister said that there had also been several attempts to address the issue, but the disparities had persisted, prompting the expulsions. However, he emphasized that the government remains open to discussions with its Chinese partners. Now, to put this into perspective, the average salary of a Chinese employee in Niger last year was a little over $8,600 per month, compared with the $1,200 for an employee from Niger in the same post. Now, this decision is a part of a broader push by West African military regimes, including Niger, Burkina Faso, and Mali, to assert greater control over their natural resources and to reduce foreign dominance. Since coming to power in 2023, Niger's junta has reshaped its foreign alliances, scrapping defense agreements with the US and France, and seizing control of the French nuclear fuel company Orano's Sommer uranium mine. Now, Chinese companies have also faced increased scrutiny. In a separate case, Niger's tourism ministry revoked the license of a Chinese-operated hotel in Niamey earlier this month, citing discriminatory practices against Nigerian citizens. Agreement with the CNPC for oil shipments. So while Niger insists it remains open to dialogue, these latest developments highlight the growing strain in its relationship with China. From oil and infrastructure to mining and tourism, Chinese businesses in Niger are now facing heightened oversight. It remains to be seen how Beijing will respond to the shift in one of its key West African partners. We'll continue to bring you the latest developments as they unfold.
Good afternoon, Prime Minister Alyson.
Good afternoon.
Making headlines in India well before you landed here.
New Delhi has raised concerns in the recent past vis-a-vis the Khalistani separatists that operate in New Zealand. How do you propose to address these concerns?
In our democracy, we believe in the freedom of speech.
Organizations like the Al-Qaeda or ISIS were to hold a referendum in New Zealand, something related to one of your Western partners. Would you say the same?
We have very well-defined laws in our democracy.
No specific conversation on Khalistan on this visit.
It was raised with me. I also raised back our position.
Are you willing to be open to these concerns from New Delhi?
As I keep coming back to you to say, we have strong laws in our system.
Do you think that Ukraine is at its weakest position?
This war is not about Ukraine.
Do you believe that your president was insulted? Yes or no question. Is Ukraine prepared to pay the price for that peace?
No compromises at the cost of territorial integrity and sovereignty.
Diplomacy will work?
Yes,
Do you think
will.
Russia will give up the territory if there is no ceasefire? Do you propose to keep fighting?
We are ready to resist.
Do you think there will be peace?
Many countries gave us 3 days.
President Trump said you don't have any cards.
We do not have another choice.
How do you keep fighting?
You are asking me once again the same question.
Because you've not answered my question.
We have enough capacities to keep fighting.